What's up, y'all? I know that was fun, right? There's some things you had never probably ever heard of, right? I know. It's cool. It's cool. Cause trust me, I was the same way, man. There's some other books that's referencing the Bible that I gotta pick up, and I'm looking forward to getting into those books too. Okay, so we was on chapter 4, and we finished with verse 8, right? And that whole story of the murder of Cain murdering his brother Abel. So now we on verse 9. And Yah said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? That's where you get it from. In Jasher 1, verse 29, we said, And Cain dissembled and said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And Yah said unto him, What hast thou done? We'll continue. What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground where thou hast slain him. So the Most High already knew Cain slayed him. You know what I'm saying? He already knew it. Your blood is your life force. That is your life force that's in you. Let's continue with Genesis chapter 4, verse 9. And Yah said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, okay, we already did that. Verse 10. And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And we just read that in Jasher 2, verse 11. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. Verse 11. Jasher 1, verse 31. Jasher 1, verse 30. I'm sorry. Jasher 1, verse 31. But thou didst this thing and didst slay thy brother for naught. You killed your brother for nothing. And because he spoke rightly to thee, because Abel was righteous, he spoke righteously to you, Cain. And now, therefore, cursed be thou from the ground, which opened his mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand, and wherein thou didst bury him. Cursed you are. Genesis 4, verse 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. Jasher 1, verse 32. And it shall be, when thou shalt till it, it shall no more give thee his strength as in the beginning. For thorns and thistles shall the ground produce, and thou shalt be moving and wandering in the earth unto the day of thy death. Genesis 4, verse 13. And Cain said unto Yah, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Everyone that findeth me shall slay me. So, we're looking here. Now, either in the beginning, when the Most High gave the commandment for everybody to be fruitful and multiply, either he already had made man, and they was going to find him, or when Adam and Eve began to produce on this earth, they was making a whole lot of babies. Remember, they had 2 sons and 3 daughters. So again, where did Cain find that wife? Was it his sister that he found was his wife? Or was there already people multiplying on this face of earth in Genesis chapter 1? And Adam and Eve was just a specific man and woman that he placed on the earth. Now you tell me. So we're going to see. So from this, we say, and a vagabond in the earth, it shall come to pass. Now that's the key. Because if there's no one on the earth but Adam and Eve and Cain and those three daughters, then in time, after the offspring, that Adam and Eve was going to produce more offspring, and Cain, obviously, from probably some of those offspring that Adam and Eve produce, is going to produce offspring. When the world starts getting multiplied, maybe that's what he's talking about when it comes to pass. Or, like I said, in Genesis chapter 1, was it more than just Adam and Eve, when he gave man and woman that command to multiply, be fruitful and multiply. Let's keep reading though. And Yah said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yah set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. It's a mark he set upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. What is that mark? I've heard all kinds of things. I heard that, it's his skin. I heard that it was, I don't know. We just know that it's a mark. Something that was set upon Cain to distinguish him as being that lest any find him should kill him. So there was a mark set upon him because Cain was like, it's too much on him. Verse 16. And Cain went out from the presence of Yah and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. Verse 16, Joshua 1, verse 33. And at that time Cain went out from the presence of Yah, from the place where he was, and he went moving and wandering in the land toward the east of Eden, he and all belonging to him. Genesis 4, verse 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch, and he built a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. Let's go to verse 8. And unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begot Mehuel, and Mehuel begot Methusael, and Methusael begat Lamech. Now, Joshua 1 verse 34. And Cain knew his wife in those days, and she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name Enoch, saying, in that time Yah began to give him rest and quiet in the earth. And at that time Cain also began to build a city, and he built the city, and he called the name of the city Enoch, according to the name of his son, for in those days Yah had given him rest upon the earth. So people wasn't looking upon him as being Cain the murderer. He now had a place of refuge. He had now a place of rest. And he did not move about and wander as in the beginning. He wasn't a vagabond anymore. People didn't look upon Cain as this murderer anymore. He wasn't a vagabond anymore. So he had rest. And Irad was born to Enoch, and Irad begat Mehuel, and Mehuel begat Methusael. All right, let's go back to Genesis. Okay. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. So we go to Joshua chapter 2 verse 17, and it reads, and Lamech the son of Methusael became related to Canaan, by marriage, and he took his 2 daughters for his wives. And Ada conceived and bare a son to Lamech, and she called his name Jabal. So, you know, we're a little bit ahead right there, but make sure I got this right before I continue. Okay. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh, there's a lot to go on here. All right. It's about 10 minutes. Okay, and Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. And Ada bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his wife, okay, we're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there. All right, we're going to stop right there. Yeah, we're going to stop right there. Because what's about to go down is, yeah, we're going to stop right there. Sorry about that. I had a book in my face the whole time. All right. So, what we get out of this is that we know how Cain slew his brother. We know why he did it. We know he was a vagabond. The mystery is, where did he find that wife? Was that wife from the beginning when the Most High had created man and woman, and he told them to be fruitful and multiply? Or was it from his own siblings when Adam and Eve had conceived and had those 3 daughters, and he took one of those daughters as his wife? You know, well, we don't know right now, but you know, if you have any more insight on it, give me a buzz. But right now we are stuck on that right there. All right, this your boy Yuda. Holla at me. Deuces.